face-offs as well.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing face.
Yeah.
Is he really?
All right, if you are tuning in, if you could give us a feed check, make sure you have good audio, good video, nothing's choppy. We'd appreciate that. Just leave a comment. And obviously, we were supposed to go on at 11:15, but they are way behind schedule. It is now 45 minutes past the scheduled start time, and both teams are still waiting for the Zamboni to clear the ice so they can take warm-ups. So again, if you're tuning in, please leave a message. Let us know how the feed is. All right. Hey, Michael Paulus, thanks for the feed information. Same with Tasha and Beth. Thanks for commenting and let us know the feed's good. So the 8th seed versus the 9th seed here. The Jackets finishing the tournament in the 8th seed after that loss yesterday to the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. And we'll face the Ironbound Elite, who we faced in Game 2. We were victorious by a score of 4-1. So let's see. The Jackets are going to have to come out quick because this Ironbound team is definitely going to look for some redemption. Yeah, looks like Cindy, thanks for joining in. Melody, thanks for joining in. Jen Travers, again, thanks for joining us. Sorry for the delay. It's just longer in Pittsburgh. So the game that we played here, second game in this tournament, we played Ironbound. Goals by Loftus, Taylor, Talibi, and Davies gave us 4 even strength goals. As the girls now taking the ice for their 3-minute warm-up, it looks like Poppy Worsley will get the nod between the net. If you remember yesterday, she was scheduled to go in against the Junior Flyers, but feeling under the weather, and that saw Molly Binsky get the start. But talked to Worsley's today, and she's feeling up for the game, so she's going to go ahead and get that start today against Ironbound. Remember, next weekend we are in Culver for 3 games, 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. Hopefully we'll get a good feed there. I am not sure if any of you have ever been to Culver. It is out there by a little bit. Like, it is not close to anything. So the games next week on Saturday will be 2:30. Mark your calendars. 2:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are both on Saturday. And then an early afternoon game at 1:15 on the Sunday. So those 3 games coming at you from Culver again next week. Hope you can join us. And we lose Morgan Rumpke today. Morgan had to go back for clinicals, so she can't miss that. So the lineup will be switched up a little bit. We'll see how the coach does with offense and defensive lines. Hey, Mark McElhaney tuning in. Mark, it's good to see you out there. Glad you taking the time to tune in to watch the Columbus girls. We were happy to see Molly play the other week. Unfortunately, we couldn't hang around to chit-chat and didn't see you there, but hopefully we'll get to see you and her shortly. So good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. So again, Ironbound finishing 9th seed. Jackets finishing 8th seed, and after that 4-1 loss to the Jackets, Ironbound is going to probably come out quick, looking to get a little revenge. The Jackets will need to be ready. Ricky Ricard, thanks for watching today's game. It seems that you're always on watching and supporting the girls, and we appreciate that. We appreciate that from everybody watching, parents and family and friends. We're happy to be able to bring in this to you. You guys obviously can't be here, but you can watch the girls, and I know they like performing in front of the camera as well. Yeah, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, siblings, friends, colleagues. So it's a pleasure to be able to bring it to you. I really like the Switcher app, and that's what we're using to broadcast. It's an app called Switcher and allows us to multicast over Facebook Live and YouTube. So you have your selection. How do you want to watch? Hopefully. Yeah, Robin said give her comments, give her thumbs up. She likes to read the comments. She's behind the microphone. She's behind the camera, so she's running the camera, and we're getting thumbs up from Ron Davies here as he's next to us keeping stats. I'm wondering if we're going to get a Binsky sighting down here to provide some commentary, but I don't know if we are. Yeah, we might have to get an interview. Yeah, Tammy's up. That's right. Let's get a breakdown. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd weekend for the girls here on Monday morning, as we were originally thought we were going to play at 8:50 in the morning, and then late last night, about 10:30, we find out that they've switched the games up and moved us to 11:15, which was nice because allowed the girls to sleep in, got up, got a nice breakfast, made our way to the rink, and then we had the delay from the game before us, which I swear there was a whistle every 15 seconds. And we were hoping it didn't go to overtime, and it didn't, so that's the delay. Looks like the Jackets will start with Taylor, Crick, Lemmerbrock, Davies, Hayden, and Worsley between the nets. We're ready to go. Referees are ready, and we're underway. It's the Jackets and Taylor now at center ice, back to Hayden. Hayden looking for that stretch pass to Lemmerbrock, broken up by Ironbound, and that puck goes high out of play, and it should come back into neutral ice. Lemmerbrock now with the puck from Taylor. Lemmerbrock across the blue line, fires it in, and it's sticked aside by the goalie. Out front looking for Taylor, and it's just behind her. Puck thrown in by Hayden. Never made it on net. Backhanded up and out, and Hayden will chase back to get it. Ironbound will change lines. Hayden now behind her own net. Lemmerbrock, left wing, off the dasher. Goes out to center ice. Now collected back by Hayden. Ironbound unable to find that outlet pass. Breakout pass from the Jackets. Taylor now with it. Taylor to head to Crick. Crick back to Taylor. Offside on Ironbound, and we get another whistle. First period just underway. Miller, Day, Talibi out with Travers and Buzik. Pucks between Day's skates, collected by Ironbound. Stick check by Miller. Talibi can't control it. Behind Worsley, Buzik and Miller back on the back check. Buzik now to Miller. Miller heads up, looking for Day, and finally Day comes away with it. Got Talibi in the middle. Quick pass to Talibi. Talibi now on her forehand. Shot, and that's just wide. Big save, and out front looking for Miller. But that puck will trickle out into the high slot, and here comes Ironbound the other way. Good pressure there by the Jackets. Great opportunity. The first of the game for Columbus. Now back to Travers. Travers cross ice looking for Miller. That puck goes off a stick, and now Buzik with it. Buzik now center ice, and that telegraph pass to Talibi's intercepted by Ironbound, and they come back the other way, and Worsley makes the stave, sticks it aside. Travers up looking for Miller. Miller with it. Goes off heel of her stick hits the referee, and Ironbound remain in control. Centering pass broken up, and now Miller to Talibi. Miller just going to touch it into the zone for the change, and Ironbound had an opportunity there, and they wasted that because Miller didn't get all she wanted to on the tip, went for the change, and Ironbound had full control. Here they come the other way as Hayden and Davies step onto the ice for the Jackets. Loftus out there with Crick and Folk. As remember, Rumke, who's normally on that line, has had to go back to Columbus for clinicals. Loftus's cross-ice pass intercepted, and now back up the ice through center ice, come Ironbound down the right-hand side, but Hayden's there. She'll backhand it for Davies. Davies calculates the pass to Folk. It's actually Loftus. It's behind her, and Ironbound will collect it. Loftus on the forecheck now. Crick has to go between her legs, and here come Ironbound with a 3-on-2 the other way, offside on Ironbound as they were ahead of the play. 12:15 left in the period, scoreless between the Jackets and Ironbound Elite. Jackets get a line change in here. Day now will center Lemmerbrock and Taylor. Davies and Hayden remain on for the defensive pairing. Face off in front of the Jackets bench, collected by the Jackets. Avery Lemmerbrock pushes it ahead. She'll chase it down in a foot race that will not be icing as Lemmerbrock gets there first. Spin move along the boards, looking for Hayden at the point. Finally out to Hayden. Hayden fires. It goes off a shin pad. That'll leave a mark as she whistled that one hard. Deflection wide of the net, and now Ironbound with it. Clear it only as far as Davies. Davies along the half boards. Davies now double team, but she comes away with the puck. Blocker saved there by Ironbound, and now Taylor collects the pass behind the net. She'll button hook into the corner. Taylor now with it, tries to center it over to Hayden, and now Lemmerbrock on the twist move, and it's covered up by Ironbound with 11:35 left in the first.
Big shout out to my main man, Riccabelli, who's tuning in for the first time.
Okay, there you go. Mr. Riccabelli, that was a big shout out by our color commentator, Lawrence Binsky, made a cameo appearance here in the first. Ironbound with it. He'll wrap it around to the half boards, looking to break out, but that's broken up off of Taylor's stick, but it lands to an Ironbound stick. Buzik's back. Nice save as Worsley was square to the shooter. Good position by her. And that breakout play by the Ironbound Elite. That was their best chance of the period so far. Day looking for Lemmerbrock. It's behind Lemmerbrock. And puck will go the length of the ice. And Jackets get a line change on. Crick now in with Miller and Talibi, and it looks like Day and Crick are going to alternate centering duties between the three lines. Buzik and Travers remain on the ice for Ironbound. Face off to the right of Worsley. Talibi with it now off the face-off. Talibi stick checked. It'll escape out of neutral ice, thrown back in. Travers collect it. Travers looking for Talibi. That puck will go the length of the ice. No icing, and Miller's going to have to give chase. Miller goes hard in to get it behind the net, but it's played by the goalie. Now Miller gets squeezed off the play, but she's got the puck out front for Talibi. At point-blank range, and the goalie made a big save there as Miller found Talibi on the backhand from behind the net, and Talibi couldn't convert because it was too close to the net. And here's Ironbound back the other way. Easy save for Worsley as the counterattack by Ironbound after that great play from Miller to Talibi. Now Loftus will come in for Miller. Controlled by Ironbound. Stick aside by Worsley, and now Hayden in a battle behind the net. Ironbound come away with it. Lift of the stick by Hayden. Good work by her. Ironbound remain in control of the play. That puck will squirt out. Loftus will give chase. Ironbound get to the puck first. Loftus on the forecheck now. Outstretched stick, but puck is going to go out to Hayden. Hayden now. Hayden cross ice looking for Loftus, too far ahead of her. Finally, Crick comes up with it, but lifted by Folk, and good pressure by Folk. But Ironbound remain in control of the puck. Ironbound go around Hayden. Now behind the net. Ironbound got one coming in the center. It's collected by Davies. Good work breaking up that centering pass. Ironbound still have the puck. Looking in the center. That puck is whistled wide, the outstretched glove of Worsley, and now Folk is just going to send it the length of the ice. We're going to get an icing call. Well, he's going to wave it off, so we're waving the icing off. Ironbound now with 2-on-1, and they're offside there as that puck was broken up at the blue line by Travers. 9:17 left in the first, scoreless between the Jackets and Ironbound Elite. 2 icings waved off. Just maybe they're trying to make up for the length of the last game. What are we going to do here? We're going to get a face-off here in the offensive zone. Day with Taylor and Lemmerbrock. It'll be Buzik and Travers. Ironbound with it behind the net. Outlet pass as far as Travers fires it in and never makes it on net. Lemmerbrock was there for the tip. Now out to Day. Day from the high slot. Shot. It's gloved down. The 9:04 mark. Jackets on their first power play of the game. 1:17 left in the man advantage. Oh, and our goalie's aunt from last year, Michelle Norman, is on. So, hey, Michelle, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you with us. It's probably good to see the girls playing again. Wish all the best for Peyton. Miss seeing you at the rink, and that puck goes up and out of play, deflected by Worsley. 8:46 left in the period, 59 left on the power play for the Jackets. And Jackets unable to keep any zone time here. I'd like to see them get down there and get things set up. That puck is deflected, and nobody knows where it's at. Finally, Taylor to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock finally gets it to Day, and Jenna Day has it dispossessed, and now Gracie Travers behind the net in a battle. And the Jackets, remember, on the power play and can't get out of our zone at the moment. Buzik now up to Taylor. Taylor cross-ice pass was red. Day get it collected by Lemmerbrock to Taylor. Taylor now with 29 left on the power play. Taylor at the face-off circle. That puck is deflected, goes wide of the net. Jackets change up here. That puck is going to go down for icing. Offensive zone face-off with 16 seconds left in the power play. Jackets are getting a line change in the back end as that puck was sent the length of the ice. Crick, Talibi, and Miller out there with Davies and Hayden. Ironbound now with it. Kept in by Hayden. Puck still at the blue line. And now the other way. 3 seconds left, and this power play is going to dwindle. The Jackets unable to convert on their first power play. As that puck went the length of the ice. Now Davies battling in the far side corner with Crick. Miller comes in. Puck is fired in and blockered away. Big blocker save by Worsley. Ironbound are here to play, and the Jackets need to step it up. Unable to convert, unable to get any kind of zone time in the power play. Puck wrapped around again by Ironbound as they look to establish some zone time themselves. Davies with it to Miller. Miller collects the puck on the breakout. Miller now skates down the left-hand side. Hits Crick, goes off her skate, go into the zone. Talibi in on the forecheck with Crick and Miller, and that Ironbound looked to come the other way. 7 minutes left in the first. Scoreless between the Ironbound Elite and Columbus Blue Jackets. That puck chipped ahead by Ironbound. Travers can't control it, and Talibi now forces it ahead. That'll go the length of the ice, and they're going to call that no icing, and it was too many men on the ice, but none of them touched it. And here comes Peyton Folk. Nice read by her, right-hand side. She'll center the puck looking for Loftus. It goes behind her, and now Ironbound with it with 6:30 left in the first. Ironbound down the left-hand side. Got 4 Jackets back in defense, wrapped around the far side. Ironbound can't control it. Travers now up to Folk. Folk has it go underneath her blade, and Ironbound collect at center ice. Ironbound now across the blue line. Good handy stick work, and it goes off the toe of the stick, and Ironbound will leave it to the point. Right-hand side point. Puck is fired in. Never trouble Worsley as she sticked it aside for good measure. Day gets dumped at center ice, and she's feeling that one. She's going to go off. She landed square. A crickle step on for her. We'll keep an eye on Jenna Day as she was battling for that puck, and that puck can be chased down by Taylor, and she'll beat out the icing. Good hustle by Addison Taylor. Taylor now behind the net. Steps by one. Centering pass for Hayden. Hayden can't control it, but Taylor picks it up. Taylor's all over the ice. Now Davies with it. Davies unable to pull the trigger and cycled in now by Hayden. Behind the net, good work by Lemmerbrock to Taylor. Taylor fires and covered up at short side angle. 5:14 left in the first. The Jackets now get an offensive zone faceoff, scoreless between Ironbound and Columbus. Jackets can't get control. Ironbound looked to clear it out. It's up high, hits the rafters, and we'll get another face-off as that puck was literally hit the ceiling, came back down. So quick whistle, we'll do it again. See if Crick can control this back to Davies. Overskated by Lemmerbrock, controlled now by Ironbound. Good work by Lemmerbrock on the poke check. Ironbound cycling around their own net. Just under 5 minutes left here in the first. That puck now on Taylor's stick. Taylor fires, but stick checked at the right moment. She wasn't able to pull that shot off. Davies reads that outlet pass, and it's going to go the length of the ice for ice. Well, no icing. It didn't touch anybody. They're going to wave it off and let the girls play, I guess. And now Davies tripped up, and we're going to get a penalty. And the Jackets are going to go back on the power play as I'm going to get a hooking call, and the Jackets now for their second man advantage. Jenna Day back out on the ice. This faceoff should come back down to the Jackets' offensive zone. Minor penalty assessed for hooking to Ironbound. Travers and Buzik along with Day, Talibi, and Miller out for the Jackets' power play. Their second of the game. They're 0 for 1 so far as the Jackets look to get something going here with the man advantage. Day looks no worse for wear. She wins it back to Miller. Miller backhander to Travers. Travers fires it in, goes off the skate. Miller fires, and it goes just wide. It went off the pad, and Jackets now going to have to chase this back as Ironbound chips at the length of the ice. That'll be Buzik, but we'll get an icing call. 1:16 left in the power play. Great opportunity for Miller off that play, but big pad save by the goalie, and it's still scoreless. Jackets on the man advantage. And I think that's full speed for the referee. He is just taking his time to get back there. Talibi back to Miller. Miller shot, and it's blocker to side. It's another good shot by Miller, who's feeling it today. Talibi in on the back check. Miller out front. Talibi tries to fire. That puck is tipped and high and can't be converted. And Ironbound look to come the other way. They'll dump it in. No icing. Buzik's going to have to hustle to this one. Buzik now. That puck is chipped out. Day with the puck. Day up to Miller, but it's ahead of her. I don't think she was expecting that. And now Talibi on the forecheck. 48 left in the power play. Travers gets it on her backhand at center ice. She'll chip it into Miller. She tries to glove it down, but it's too far ahead of her. And Ironbound now with it. 40 left in the man advantage for the Jackets. That puck's out of neutral ice, and the Jackets have to regroup. Hayden with it on the bounce pass to Talibi. It goes off the far side glass, and Ironbound will collect it as that puck was whistled in by Hayden. And now Hayden again with 25 left. She fires it in. That puck is deflected in front by Talibi, and it squirts all the way to Miller. Miller now leaves it for Davies. Davies now in the high slot. Davies picks her corner. It goes off the post. Goes high with 11 seconds left. Good work by the Jackets on the power play, getting 3 or 4 good opportunities, but just unable to find the back of the net. 3:14 left in the period, 11 seconds left in the power play, and the Jackets will switch it up and bring out Crick, Folk, and Loftus. Davies and Hayden remain on the blue line for Columbus. Face-off one back to Hayden. Hayden's shot never makes it on net. And now Ironbound control, and that'll do it. Ironbound back to full strength. Jackets now 0 for 2 on the power play. Hayden now at center ice. Loftus comes together with an Ironbound player. Loftus goes down, but she's back up and okay. Now Ironbound down the right-hand side. Ironbound stick checks around one. Worsley square to the shooter. Nice save by Worsley. She covers and gets the whistle. 2:47 left here in the first. Buzik and Travers now on the blue line for the Jackets. Crick wins it back to Travers. Travers bounces it out to Folk, but it goes off of her skate. Ironbound remain in control, and now Crick with the pass. With the puck, sorry. Crick down the left-hand side for Loftus. Loftus gains the blue line. Loftus now right-hand side, just feathers it in, looking for a forecheck. Puck out to Travers on the backhand. Travers from the face-off circle never makes it on net, and it'll be shoveled out, but Travers is going to block that. Here come Ironbound the other way. 2:19 left in the first. Ironbound flash down the left-hand side. Worsley reaches out the glove. It was too far for her, and it goes wide of the net. Breakout now from Folk to Crick. Good play by Peyton Folk. Big hit by Ironbound, and that saw Crick go hard into the boards, and that could be a major penalty. She might have to go. Referee assessing this one, and that was a nasty hit on Caroline Crick, and she is down in some discomfort. They'll take a knee. With 2:02 left in the first, we'll get a stoppage of play as Caroline Crick was absolutely driven into the boards hard. Looks like she's up. Don't think there was any ill intent with that. It was just going for the puck, and Caroline went hard into the boards, and we don't need to lose another here. Let's hope that she's okay. We're waiting on the. Is they just going to assess this as a minor? I'm not quite sure. The referee is over there talking to the coach and Caroline, and it looks like you're only getting a minor penalty out of this. And that Jackets now on the power play again. They're third of the game. That puck just wide, and Jackets every opportunity here, and Ironbound are doing a really good job of blocking shots. That puck goes just through, and again, and that Davies. Now Lemmerbrock to Taylor. Taylor tries to fish it in. Good work by the Jackets to create some offense here on the man advantage, and that puck gets away from Hayden, but Davies is there to collect. Davies now across the blue line. Davies from the face-off circle. Davies now just button hook. Taylor comes in to get it. Lemmerbrock's out front. Taylor fires. That puck is in, and it's a goal. Power play goal. Addie Taylor at the 1:19 mark with 48 seconds left on the power play. Addie Taylor on the board. Power play goal from Davies. And the Jackets take the lead 1-0. We're just waiting on the referees to either clear the so they're still in the box. Maybe it was a major. Yeah, maybe they did assess a major. Yeah, maybe. Regardless, the Jackets get the power play goal, and they draw first blood. Stoppage of play there. Ironbound are offside. Again, I don't think it was an intentional hard hit. Jackets now on the puck with Taylor, the goal scorer for your Jackets. A minute left here in the first period. Day now to Taylor. Taylor's got room on the left, fires it in, goes behind the net. Lemmerbrock Rebound, fans on the attempt. Doesn't get a lot of good wood on it. And now Taylor, high slot. Taylor fires. Day off the deflected shot. Cycles it back to Lemmerbrock. Out front, looking for Taylor. Taylor tried to go far side corner, but it just went straight across the goal. And the Jackets now looking to create more. Travers, great poke check by her. Back on defense. The solid defensive work of Gracie Travers. Now Travers out to Lemmerbrock. 24 left in the period. Lemmerbrock with it in her own zone. She'll just go ahead and skate into empty ice. Good work by Avery Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock looking for Taylor. She just dumps it in. No icing on this. And here come Jackets on the intercept. Talibi can't get it. 5 seconds left in the period. Good pressure by the Jackets. Miller now shoots it. Out front for Talibi at the buzzer, and Talibi couldn't get any wood on it. And great effort there in the last sort of 5 seconds by the Jackets. And at the end of one, it's Columbus 1 and Ironbound Elite 0. The Jackets 3 power play opportunities in the first, and they're able to convert on the third as Hayden races off the ice. Not quite sure what she's doing. She's going to the locker room very quickly. Very quickly. So we'll be back underway momentarily. Don't go anywhere. The second period is live in just a moment. So status update on Najla Hayden is she's still in the locker room. She rushed off really quickly, and she's going to have to rejoin a little bit later as the referees are getting them ready to go. Yeah. Yeah. And now the Jackets will open up with Talibi, Loftus, and Miller. And it looks like Travers and Buzik will man the blue line here as we're down 1D. Caroline Crick still on the bench. She looks to be okay. Helmet's off. Here comes Hayden. Hayden just off the ice there, putting her helmet on. She'll be good to go. Ironbound off the face-off. They'll control it. Travers just pokes it ahead, but escapes her stick. And now Talibi along the half boards up on neutral ice. Talibi tries to pass the puck to Miller. It's too far ahead of Loftus and Miller. And Ironbound now control out of their zone, and that puck was too far for the advancing Jackets. Oh, behind the net, and Ironbound punished the Jackets as Worsley deflected it in front, and it went right behind the net, bounced out to a Ironbound Elite player, and Worsley was still looking to her right, and the entire net was open, and you won't get an easier goal than that as the Jackets give up one early. Even strength now at the 14:29 mark. Ironbound on the board. And our score is 1-1. Day in for the draw. Taylor's going to race ahead. Taylor gets run off the puck, and now that'll squirt out across ice as Ironbound now try to get something going. Lemmerbrock's tripped up behind the play. No whistle on that. Could have easily been an interference or tripping call. Ironbound looked to create more chances. And we're going to get a slashing penalty, and that's going to be Travers. So the Jackets going to go shorthanded here for the first time in the game. Gracie Travers assessed a minor for slashing at the 14:04 mark of the second. Right after Ironbound get the equalizing goal, the Jackets are going to be down for the next minute and 30 seconds. So Traverse Minor for slashing at the 14:04 mark. Day can't control it. Davies does. Day just backs it out of the zone on her backhand. It's at center ice. And comes Ironbound. Ironbound have that stick check on the shot there. Never made it on net. And Davies with it. Davies cycles around behind the net. Davies again looking to waste time behind the net. Davies again just toying with the Ironbound players, and they're finally going to get sick of this. So Davies will eventually have to get rid of that puck, but she is just killing them. And here comes Jackets back the other way with Taylor broken up by Ironbound, and meanwhile the Jackets are just bleeding time off of this penalty kill. 39 left. A short-handed Jackets. Ironbound collect it. Face-off dot. They'll leave it down low as they try to establish some zone time out front now. Ironbound with presence in front of Worsley, but broken up by the Jackets. Taylor skips ahead, and Day's in the middle. A little bit behind Day. Day can't grab it. That puck from Taylor was just a little bit behind Jenna, and she couldn't pick it up. 12 seconds now left. Here come Ironbound the other way. Broken up nicely by Hayden. That puck now out to the point. 4 seconds left in the power play, and the Jackets are back to full strength now as Worsley covers up, gets the whistle. 12:30 left in the second. 1-1 between Ironbound Elite and Columbus Blue Jackets. Ironbound scoring early, 31 seconds into the second to draw things level. Still no Caroline Crick. Helmet's off on the bench. Hopefully she'll be able to join us as the Jackets now, bench is shortening even more. There'll be some tired legs out there today. Folk now intercepts the breakout pass by Ironbound, and Talibi comes back the other way. Talibi down the left-hand side, and she'll stop, and that puck poke checked off her stick, and Ironbound look to transition. Gracie Travers will keep it in. Good work by Gracie. Gracie backhanded in, looking for Folk, and cleared out by Ironbound, and Buzik collects a neutral ice. Buzik has that picked off of her stick, and now it's 2-on-1 the other way with Ironbound, and great poke check by Gracie Travers as she read that all the way. Now Folk with it. Folk up for Talibi. Talibi tips it into the zone. She'll race after it. 11:42 left in the second. Loftus can't get it. Travers with it. She fires that in, and that deflection in front, and the goalie quick to make that save, and this puck is going to go the length of the ice. And we're going to get an icing call here with 11:21 left. Jackets get an offensive zone faceoff. Looks like Miller, Taylor, and Lemmerbrock, along with Davies and Hayden, on for the Jackets. Faceoff will be right-hand side here. Looks like Miller will slot into the center position to take the face-off. Lemmerbrock on the right wing, Taylor on the left wing. Miller back to Taylor. Taylor backhands it in. That bobbling puck never makes it on net. Out to neutral ice now with Hayden. Hayden cycles. Hayden right-hand side for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock in for Taylor. And now Ironbound back the other way, but only as far as Reagan Davies. And now Lemmerbrock with it down the right-hand side. She feathers it up for Miller. Miller just jams it into the zone. Jackets can't control, and Ironbound come back the other way. They go around Hayden, but Worsley just blocks it and leaves it for Hayden. Hayden now right-hand side for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock fans on the clearance. Now she'll get it again along the half boards and only out to the point. And the Jackets having trouble clearing their lines here. Well, Lemmerbrock in against the boards, and Hayden will go in, but controlled now by Nelly Hayden, and that puck doesn't escape. It goes kept in nicely by Ironbound at the point. Ironbound cycling out front. Miller to Taylor. Taylor to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock 1-on-2. Lemmerbrock goes around one. She's got Taylor coming in. She's going to get a penalty here on Ironbound, as Lemmerbrock was stripped of the stick, and the Jackets are going to go back on the power play, their fourth of the game. Looks like we're going to get a minor penalty assessed to Ironbound. For slashing at the 10-minute mark. So we've played 5 minutes and a 10-minute mark. Jackets back on the man advantage. 1 for 3 today. Folk with the puck back to Travers. Travers fires it in, and that puck had eyes, and it was just wide. The goalie didn't know where it was at. Travers with a sneaky little wrister. Out to Buzik. Buzik cycles it in down low. Talibi's there out front looking for Peyton Folk, and it's broken up by Ironbound, and Ironbound clear their lines, and Travers have to race back into her own zone to pick it up. To the left of Worsley now. Cross-ice pass looking for Talibi, goes off her stick, and now Ironbound back the other way. That stretch pass didn't work, and Ironbound now fires that puck just over the right shoulder of Worsley, and they escape one there. Cleared out to center ice now, and Day will pressure. Good work by Jenna Day, but remember, we're on the power play, and we don't have the puck. Travers misses it. Buzik now to Folk. Folk now. Peyton Folk, left-hand side. Folk down by the circles. Hash marks, looking out front. That puck bounces. It's in Jenna Day's feet. It's behind the net. 25 left in the power play for the Jackets. Travers now cross ice for Davies. It's just ahead of her backhand, but she races to collect it now. 16 left on the power play. Davies from the face-off circle, and she's dispossessed. Hayden now has the puck with 9, and that puck fired in, and good save with 6 left in the power play for the Jackets. The power play's going to expire, and the Jackets can't convert. We're back to full-strength hockey. Folk on the one-timer, and she has it go off the heel of her stick, and it was set up nicely by Hayden, and now pressure from the Jackets. Out front to Day. Day fires. It hits Talibi's skate. That was on net, but never made it. 8:10 left in the period. Hayden now on the pinch. She'll go down hard on the far side. That puck is rimmed around and kept in by Davies. Davies puck high and wide. Folk will collect it out to the point for Talibi. Goes between her skates. And now Davies will have to go back and get it with 7:53 left. Davies high for Folk. Taylor jumped in offside. Taylor's, my bad. She literally jumped on the ice and was over the puck. It was pretty funny. So, here's what it is. Going to get a goalie change here. They did this last time, too, giving both their goalies equal time between the pipes. The face-off should be over here. What are they doing? Yeah. Well, no, intention would be down the other side. That's weird. Why it would be whatever. Jackets lose the face-off. But Lemmerbrock is the first one to the puck. Is Ironbound now with an errant back pass, and Lemmerbrock capitalized out to Taylor. Travers can't keep it in. She'll throw it into the zone. 3 Jackets offside. We'll get a whistle. 7:35 left in the second. 1-1 your score between Ironbound and Columbus. Face-off right in front of us here in neutral ice. Here come Ironbound. Down the left-hand side. Easy glove save by Worsley. She saw that one all the way. Another quick whistle. Loftus with Taylor and Lemmerbrock out there. Buzik and Travers along the blue line. Face off to the right of Worsley. Loftus in. She wins it back to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock can't clear the zone, and that puck is fired back in. And good save by Worsley on the right pad. Now down low. Worsley again. Worsley had to cover that near side. The wraparound attempt was there. Lemmerbrock kicks it ahead. That puck coming in. Worsley can't grab it, and it's going to be Taylor now. Taylor with the puck. Taylor just jams it ahead. She'll race after it. Puck is going to go in deep. 2-on-1. Buzik's back. And that puck goes just wide. And then we're looking for Worsley's glove side. Lemmerbrock chips it ahead. Buzik can't find it. And now Loftus on the back check is able to get it, but she's pressured. She's going to have to get rid of that puck as she fights off one. Finally out of the zone by Taylor. Now Taylor with the puck. Jackets stay on side. Taylor can't get it. Back on side come the Jackets, but away come Ironbound back the other way. Bunch of stick checks going in there by the Jackets, preventing any kind of rush from Ironbound. Fanning on the centering attempt. Now Ironbound maintain control of the puck. Jackets, again, need to have a little more active defense. We're just kind of watching here. Worsley with a big save out front, and again, the Jackets unable to clear their zone, and finally they do, and a lot of just watching back there. They need to engage a little bit better here defensively. And that puck will go in, and no icing. Not quite sure how that wasn't icing right in front of him. Travers now looking for Miller. Miller on the backhand. She's pressured. She'll go up to Taylor. It goes off of her skate. And now Talibi comes back for it. Miller on the far side. And that puck goes length of the ice, width of the ice. In now behind the net. Buzik has to go into it. Yeah, we need to whistle hard here. Miller gets deked. That puck goes in and blockered aside by Worsley, and a lot of zone time here from Ironbound, and that puck whistles off the top of Worsley's glove, and Ironbound getting some energy here as they cycle. And we just have Jackets just watching the puck, and we just cannot do that. We're just defending with our eyeballs. Now Buzik behind the net with 4:53, and a lot of pressure now. Finally, Gracie Travers just going to send it the length of the ice. That's going to go on net, so it will not be an icing. Talibi comes in. And now a quick break. We're going to get an icing call as that puck goes the length of the ice. As Ironbound was screaming as the Jackets were getting a change. They were looking for that quick transition, but Talibi preventing that with her forechecking pressure, and the Jackets collapsing a little bit there defensively, and that's what we got caught doing yesterday quite a bit, was not engaging defensively, just watching the play develop instead of going to the player and making them have to think. So with 4:34 left in the second period, face-off now, Miller in for the draw, controlled by Ironbound. Ironbound wrap it behind the net. Talibi's out there on the far side. Talibi tries to get it out to Davies. Davies now, big shot, and it goes high and wide. Folk will collect it off the rebound. Folk leaves it for Hayden. Hayden to Folk. Now Talibi with it. Talibi, turnaround shot. Miller's there on the backhand, and it sneaky backhand, and the goalie closes the pads at the last second. Miller just tried to jam it, twist it around on the backhand, and we're going to welcome back Caroline Crick to the ice as she takes a skate around. Let's see how good she feels. I think she looks like she's going to be ready to go. She's standing at the boards. Miller now to Talibi. Talibi can't control it behind the net. Talibi is going to go out to Davies. Miller posted up in front. It'll be cycled in down below. Miller will go behind the net to back check, but that puck slinks along the boards, and now Hayden with it. Hayden's dispossessed. 3:55 left in the period. Ironbound back the other way, broken up by Davies. Good work by Reagan. Reagan now back the other way for the Jackets. Reagan's just going to dump it in and go for the change. Miller changes, and Talibi's on the back check. Here come Ironbound the other way with speed, and again, the Jackets doing nothing to impede the progress of Ironbound, and she just skates right in on net with speed, and the Jackets have got to be a little bit more aggressive in their defense. They're just letting them skate by him. Here comes Taylor the other way, same amount of speed as she's going to go into the corner. Taylor on her backhand. 3:14 left in the period. Travers with it. She fires it in. It's blocked in front. And now sent the length of the ice. We'll get a whistle with 3:05 left in the second. Still knotted up at 1 between the Ironbound Elite and the Jackets. Caroline Crick came out and took a quick skate. We have not seen her back on the ice yet, so she looks poised and ready to go. We'll see if she gets a shift here. Icing means that the Jackets have another offensive zone faceoff. Puck is in between the feet of Jenna Day. Lemmerbrock battling for it. Away come Ironbound. Addie Taylor goes hard into the half boards. Jenna Day back out to Travers. Travers fires it, and that puck. Lemmerbrock tried to get the tip on it. She was leveled as the puck came through, and the Ironbound goalie, trying to read that deflection, had to make the save, and that was a little harder than it probably looked. Good angle from our point of view on that shot. Jackets looking to get something created here. Now we have a stoppage in play. The referee's gone over to talk to an ice official. I'm not quite sure what we're doing. I'm not quite sure what they're doing here. What are we doing? Okay, so one referee is leaving. So now we're down to one official. So the other official obviously had to go get his Metamucil. Loftus now to Travers. Travers at the point. That puck is deflected in front by Ironbound. Never makes it on net. Ironbound have had good active sticks today. Taylor now battling down low, and now Jenna Day, and that puck is behind the net. Jenna Day with it out front. Just try to bank it in off the goalie, and Taylor is going to battle. And here comes Ironbound the other way, and Ironbound are going to come with speed, 2-on-2. Travers can't collect it. Ironbound now on the breakout. Yep. Stick checked aside by the Jackets. And now Ironbound looking to create some offense, and that in front looking for a back door, but Loftus is there to break it up. Lemmerbrock now for the Jackets down the right-hand side. She's got Day and Taylor. Day with it in the high slot. Day shoots. Oh, and a blocker save, and that was high. Labeled high left shoulder, right shoulder, and the blocker got up just in time, and now Travers with it. Travers tries to throw it in front. She'll collect her own rebound. That puck will go cross ice. And now we got potential for a 2-on-1 the other way with Ironbound. Worsley has that puck echo by her right ear off the end boards. Now Jenna Day behind the net for the Jackets. And that puck is going to go the length of the ice as Jenna Day was looking for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock was out of gas. And we'll get a stoppage with $1:20 left in the second. Tied up 1-1 and then down to one referee. So from an NGHL perspective, this is unacceptable to have a referee just walk off the ice. Like, you call it the National Girls Hockey League. I mean, you've got to have referees that can referee the game. You shouldn't have one walking off just before the end of the second period. Davies now fires it in on net. Goalie is going to have to cover that up as Talibi and Miller were lurking in front and get the whistle. 1 minute left in the second, and yeah, but the NGL can't be happy with that. Expect the local refereeing association to staff you with referees that are going to be able to play the game. Miller now down the left-hand side, over to Talibi. Talibi can't control it. Finally, she gets it. Now Talibi shot and a goal! Talibi from Miller at the 39-second mark, left in the second period. Even strength goal. Talibi on the board. Talibi gets the goal, assisted by Lauren Miller, and the Jackets are now up 2-1 with 39 seconds left to go in the period. Bella Talibi had that puck go in between her skates, and she was able to collect it on her forehand. That bobbling puck, she went 5-hole. And now Jackets want to capitalize, but first they're going to have to play some defense. Worsley has that puck go up and over, and that number 4 for the Ironbound Elite looks to be one of their biggest threats. Now Ironbound out front from the slot, and the goal goes in. And just as I say that, the Jackets again caught watching, and with 16 seconds left in the second, Ironbound with their second of the period, even strength from the slot, wide open, and just throws it between Worsley's 5-hole, and she can't get enough of her stick on it to prevent it from going in. And the scoreboard hasn't even reflected the Jackets' second goal, and it's 2-2. So somebody go wake up the scorekeeper. And now Lemmerbrock is just going to throw it ahead, and just like that, the Jackets and Ironbound are knotted up. Ironbound back the other way. Second period is going to expire. Both teams scoring in the second. The Jackets 1 goal, even strength. 39 seconds left in the period. Miller to Talibi. And then with 16 seconds left, only 23 seconds later, an even strength goal and another defensive breakdown by the Jackets, and left the high slot open, and Ironbound made the Jackets pay. Still don't have a second ref on. Not quite sure what went on there. And Worsley probably wants that one back, just like the Ironbound goalie wants Talibi's goal back, but they both count. And here we sit. At the end of 2, it's 2-2. We'll be back. All right, the referee is at center ice, and he's had one of the referees just walk off at the end of the second. Not quite sure what happened there, but down to one referee, and we're tied up 2-2 between the Jackets and Ironbound, and still no Caroline Crick. We're going to keep our eyes out for her. We'll see if she comes out. Looks like it'll be Jenna Day with Taylor and Lemmerbrock. And then on the back end, it'll be Loftus and Travers. So Coach Noss is obviously trying to rotate the lines a little bit here. We're ready to go. Look for this to be a pretty open period. Lemmerbrock can't control it. Just throwing the length of the ice. Worsley will stick it aside, and Travers wasn't expecting that, and now that gives it right to Ironbound, and Jenna Day has to backhand it, but she can't get it, and now Lemmerbrock with it, and boy, Worsley did not communicate that because Travers was not expecting that to be sticked aside. Taylor now is going to find Lemmerbrock down the left-hand side as she races for it. It won't make it for icing. Taylor now in the center with Day. Taylor down front, and Taylor can't jam it home. Out to the top now with Loftus. Loftus is going to wrap it in behind the net. Day will go to the far side. She'll chase it down. Day now stick handles around one. Day to Lemmerbrock. It's in her feet. She can't grab it. Now Hayden tries to jump up on the play, but she's just going to let that puck go the length of the ice. Sorry. Well, it does not go the length of the ice, and here come Ironbound back the other way. Hayden had dropped her stick. She picks it up. She's got it in her hand, and she's got the puck. Left-hand side now. She fights off a stick check. Now Jenna Day with the puck. Miller on the ice. He went into the high slot, unable to collect it, and there's Reagan Davies with it. Reagan Davies down to Jenna Day. Jenna Day going to cycle the puck around. Buzik's out front. She'll backhand it. Miller will chase it into the far side corner with Hayden. Hayden now throws it in. She'll wrap it around. Buzik will chase it to the half boards, and it's going to go out all the way. And Worsley's going to see that puck go the length of the ice. She'll touch it and leave it for Hayden. Hayden's going to have to go quick. Hayden to Miller now. Miller on the backhand. She'll leave it for Crick. Good to see Caroline back out there. Caroline goes into the blue, across the blue line out front looking for Miller, and Miller tries to pull the trigger, and again, good sticks by Ironbound as they prevent that, and they come back the other way. 3-on-2 if they want it. Good stick check by Travers, and that puck is blown dead as it's offside. 12:54 left in the third. It's knotted up at twos between the Jackets and Ironbound Elite, and Folk can't get that. Ironbound will collect it in their own zone. Chipped out in neutral ice by Ironbound, and Crick can't get that as it was too high for her. Ironbound now cycle into the center. High slot shot that is just wide. Travers now tries to fan it out to Talibi. Talibi at the half boards, centering now for Loftus. Loftus to Crick. Loftus is on the left-hand side. Crick takes it down the right. Crick around one. Caroline Crick into the slot. Fires that puck up and over the net. Pardon me. Now Talibi behind the net. Here's Folk. Folk shot. And that puck, great save by the goalie as Folk had that labeled for the far side. Crick now cycles in down low. Talibi will go in on the forecheck. Far side corner, Crick in. Nice jam by Caroline Crick. Folks out front, but collected now by the Ironbound Elite. 11:54 left. And we're going to get a checking penalty here as looks like Peyton Folk was dumped far side. And that was just a clear checking penalty. And here we go again. I mean, you gotta take the goonery out of this. Like, you can't be doing that. That was Peyton Folk just getting plastered into the boards, and Coach Noss out there with Reagan Davies to assess Peyton, and there's no room for that. There's no need to get dirty. Let's keep it clean, girls. So at 11:49, we're going to have another Jackets power play when we resume here. A minor penalty assessed, I'm guessing for checking. I didn't see the hand signal, but it'll be the first power play for the Jackets. They're fifth of the game. They're 3 for 4 already. It'd be a good time for a power play goal. So both goalies giving up goals in the second, but none here in the third. Two goals by Ironbound in the second drew it level. It was 1-0 after the first. The Jackets win and Ironbound brought it back early in the second. And then late in the second, both teams trade goals, and that's where we sit, 2-2. Folks up, and she's skating off under the assistance of Jenna Day and Reagan Davies, and let's see how she looks, but she took a hard hit. The Jackets going to bring their power play unit onto the ice. Lemmerbrock, Taylor, it looks like Day, along with Davies and Hayden. 11:49 left in the period. Jackets on the power play. Unable to control that face-off, and Ironbound is clear at the length of the ice. Hayden will race back for it. They're going to call the icing on that. The referee is the referee. No two referees, but the referee. And he just called the icing. He said, we're good enough. We're just going to call the icing here. Close enough. Yeah. So we'll come back and we'll do it again. Day wins the face-off. Davies can't control it. Ironbound were first on it, and that puck goes into the zone, and now we'll have another face-off, this time in neutral ice. We'll reset and do it again. Lemmerbrock with it. That's sticked aside behind the net now. Day will give chase. Ironbound do a good job behind the net. Davies cuts it off. Good work by Reagan. Day's in there now. That puck is going to squirt out to Taylor. She'll glove it down. Fired just wide. We'll get a whistle. That's gloved in by Ironbound. 54 left in the power play, and it's been fractured. Too many whistles. 11-12 left in the period. We're still tied 2-2. Jackets control the face-off. Lemmerbrock back to Loftus. Loftus for Travers. Travers, high slot, fires. Rebound attempt, and Lemmerbrock can't pounce on it quick enough. And it's good effort there by the Jackets, as now they're going to start hunting that goal. Lemmerbrock out to Loftus. Loftus now. Loftus cross ice. Travers. Travers fires it in. It'll go wide of the net, and it'll be covered up as Taylor was unable to get it. That puck now behind the net, and the referee finally blows the whistle. 29 left on the man advantage for the Jackets. 10:48 left in the period. 2-2 Jackets and Ironbound Elite. Still no change on this power play unit. Taylor, Day, and Lemmerbrock. Taylor back to Travers. Travers to Loftus. Loftus to Travers. Good work out top. That puck is deflected out front. Nobody knows where it's at. Ironbound find it. It was sitting right behind Jenna Day, and here come Ironbound. 3-on-2 shorthanded. Little toe drag action, and we're going to get a tripping call. No, we're not, and that should have probably been a tripping call. Jackets now can transition with 10 seconds left in the power play. Taylor leaves it for Day. Day now with 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Leaves it for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock wasn't tracking that, and the Jackets can't convert on the man advantage. Out front, on Taylor misses short side, or actually the back door. Taylor can't convert, and now Day can't control it, and Travers is going to get in on the play. Taylor echoes it off of a shin pad, and the Jackets now still remain in the zone. Taylor with it, high slot. Taylor shot and covered up, and Day was waiting on the right-hand side. Taylor elected to shoot. And with 9:50 left in the third, Jackets will change things up here. It's 2-2. Crick now in for the draw, and the Jackets can't control that face-off. Hayden keeps it in. Buzik now with it. Buzik can't control it. It's picked off her stick, and now Ironbound look to come back the other way. Worsley's going to have to come out to get this. She can't let him come in. And Worsley just fans on it, and the player's stick gets caught on Worsley's equipment, and you've got to commit to that. You can't. Now Miller's going to get it down the right-hand side. We'll see if she can catch up to it. Miller on her backhand. Miller tried to center it, and that rolling puck. Worsley looked a little shaky coming out for that, and almost resulted in a goal. Back the other way, the Jackets can't convert, and now Buzik can't control it, and kept in by Ironbound. Davies with it with 8:53. Davies wraps it around. Crick can't get it. Davies handcuffs her opponent behind the net, and now Miller can't get that bouncing puck. It's on net, and it'll be covered up. As Davies sent that one 200 feet. Miller couldn't get it out of the air. With 8:36 left, another offensive zone faceoff for the Jackets as they tried the Davies lob shot. Back to Folk. Folk's back on the ice. Good to see her return after she took that hard hit. Day with it between her legs. Day will come away with it, looking for Talibi in the center. Day now behind the net. She'll cycle it out front for Talibi. Nope, she's going to elect to go to Travers at the point. Travers fires it. That's sticked aside by Talibi, looking for the deflection. Folk will chase it down in the corner. Good work by Loftus. Loftus at the blue line keeps it in. Day with it now. Day is going to cycle it down low. Day out front looking for Folk, and broken up by a forest of Ironbound sticks. Back the other way. Loftus now has to play defense. Worsley on the backhand, and it goes behind, and boy, that could have been 3-2 there on the counterattack. And now Talibi leaves it for Day. Day's got Folk on the right. Day's going to go ahead and enter the zone. Jenna Day leaves it for Folk. Folk fires. That puck goes just wide. Talibi will chase it into the corner. 7:34 left in the period and in the game. Remember, if this one stays tied, we're going to go to shootouts. Now Talibi will leave it for herself at center ice. She'll pick it up. She advances across the blue line. Hayden steps on the ice. Hayden and Loftus now on the back end for the Jackets. Puck battle ensues in the near side corner. Away with it come Ironbound, and they'll cycle it in around. Stretch pass now. Loftus collects. Loftus has it poke checked away, and she's going to have to hustle to get back. She's pushed off the puck. And referee is 27 is going to go on a hook. And the Jackets are going to go right back on the man advantage at the 7-minute mark. And boy, Ironbound are just gifting the Jackets opportunities, and we have got to convert on these. And not that we haven't been trying, but we have got to find the back of the net. Lemmerbrock out with Crick and Taylor, and the Jackets just unable to find the back of the net. And it's not without trying. And Ironbound again controlling the draw. Davies will cut it off as it doesn't make it out of the zone. Cycle down low to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock fires. Goes just wide. Nice glove save by Ironbound. Lemmerbrock out to the point. Hayden releases it. Takes a deflection, and Crick will chase it down. Ironbound control. Davies can't get it. She'll race out to the point. 1:05 left in the man advantage. Davies looking to take this game over. She skates with speed. That puck whistles just high and wide at the outstretched glove of the Ironbound goalie. Lemmerbrock can't keep it in, and now Hayden has to race back to get it. Hayden, now she's pressured. Crick comes back to get it. 45 left, and Crick is just going to jam it outside the zone with Hayden. Taylor collects it. Taylor now, stretch pass for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock now leaves it for Taylor. Taylor with speed on the left-hand side. He's poke checked away, but not only as far as Lemmerbrock. Taylor tries to find it out front, and now Loftus will have to get it. It goes between her legs. 23 left on the man advantage. Jackets unable to set up anything in the offensive zone here. Loftus leaves it for herself, and now back the other way with Travers. Travers now around Taylor. Crick tries to grab it. She does. She takes another hit, but she fights that one off. 3 seconds left. Travers to Lemmerbrock, and the Jackets unable to convert on their second power play of the game. And they're 1 for 6 now in the man advantage today. Score is still 2-2 between Ironbound and Columbus. Ironbound now with the puck. Travers is blocked by the referee, and here we go. Ironbound on the breakaway. Fans on the attempt, and the referee was providing a convenient screen, and now Lemmerbrock with it. Lemmerbrock to Crick. Crick on her own. 1-on-3. Crick fires it. It causes a pad save with 4:55 left in the period. Now a little bit of urgency as Miller can't grab that. Now Buzik, as it go off her stick, kept in by Day, and it actually deflects out of play. We'll get a whistle at 4:44 left. Off the face-off, again controlled by Ironbound as they look to break out. Hayden keeps it in. That puck could have easily been an offside. Now Davies will race back to get it. Davies now up to Miller. Miller's just going to backhand it out of the zone. Couldn't find Day, so offside now on Ironbound. Face off right in front of us. Miller squeezed against the board. She's battling for it. High stick. Jenna Day takes a high stick right in front of the referee. No call, and away with it come Ironbound. Stretch pass cross ice. Ironbound have 4 that can go across the line. 4-on-2. Hayden does well to break up that, and now Jackets get back in numbers. 3:50 left in the period. Remember, if this thing's tied after 3, we will go to a shootout. So Ironbound now enjoying a little bit of zone time. Jackets unable to get the puck. Davies now, she just steals that away. She's going to send it the length of the ice. And Buzik is going to chase it down as Day and Miller go off for a change. Talibi and Crick come on. Buzik on the forecheck, and she's going to race to get back. Hayden can't collect that puck, and Ironbound fired in. Pad save. Hayden now out to Talibi. Talibi too far ahead for Hayden as Hayden was breaking out. Folk can't intercept it. Now Davies with 3 minutes left in the game. Davies pressured by 2. Talibi finally collects that puck, and out she'll come. She's got Folk on the left. Backhanded pass for Folk is intercepted by Ironbound, and they come back the other way. And Ironbound score with 2:35 left. The go-ahead goal. And the Jackets again caught watching, and Ironbound, their first lead of the game, down the left-hand side, and it beats Worsley over the shoulder. And the Jackets, despite plenty of opportunities, unable to find the back of the net. And now, with 2:35 left, they got to find a way to tie this thing up. And face-off is going to be again controlled by Ironbound. Jenna Day now with it. Jenna Day's got Taylor shot, and big save by the goalie. And again, Jackets just unable to find the back of the net. No icing. And now we have 2:13 left in the period. Loftus is out there up to Day and Taylor. Now Lemmerbrock with it. Lemmerbrock 1-on-3. Lemmerbrock has it poke checked away. Ironbound now going to defend for their lives as the Jackets are going to look to press. Taylor will just chip that ahead with 1:53 left in the period. Travers now just backhands it right to Ironbound. Worsley blocks it. She doesn't know where it went. Nobody knew where it went. And now Ironbound, now with all the pressure. And the Jackets look tired, and we need a whistle here to get a line change on. And now Lemmerbrock with it. Lemmerbrock and Taylor look to go back the other way. Lemmerbrock is just going to dump it in with $1:20 left in the game. Jackets trail by a goal. Late even strength marker by Ironbound, and the Jackets now with an empty net. Talibi on, and the Jackets can't control it, and they need to just get the puck and set it up instead of just firing it. Down in front, Day with the shot, 1:03, extra attacker on for the Jackets. They trail by a goal. And Jackets just can't solve this goalie. And we can't control that face-off. And again, the Jackets unable to keep the puck in their own zone. Out in front looking for Lemmerbrock, and now Davies with it. Davies out front, backhanded by Talibi right in front. Talibi now can't grab it. Taylor with it. Taylor's dispossessed. And now back the other way. Lemmerbrock's going to race for it. 33 left. It won't make it on net. Lemmerbrock now gives it away. Talibi comes together, and now Loftus with 23. Loftus, that puck is deflected high and wide. 17 left with Hayden. Hayden out to Davies. Davies fires it. It hits Loftus. Loftus can't find it. Back the other way come Ironbound. Empty net for the Jackets. Davies now rubs it in. And the Jackets are going to fall here as 3 seconds to 1. And Ironbound are going to be victorious. And the Jackets fall to Ironbound on the revenge game after a 4-1 win early in the series. The Jackets are outmatched by Ironbound Elite, and the Jackets go home with only one win this weekend. So goals by Taylor and Talibi for Columbus. Power play in the first by Taylor, and then Talibi even strength in the second. But 2 goals in the second by Ironbound and a late goal on the third period by Ironbound. And they take the victory, and the Jackets will go home and regroup for Culver next weekend. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you from Culver next weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We are headed home back to Ohio. Thanks for joining us again. Have a good afternoon.